Today we're highlighting the Power BI Adoption Pack. This pack is based on the Rego adoption module, and it includes 7 dashboards that focus on metrics around user adoption. The metrics are defined here, showing you specifically project-based metrics as well as resource-based metrics to help you understand, is your team facilitating your resources and projects to the right level to get you the outcomes that you want. So as we start off with the project level information, we see that we have a dashboard that has filter capabilities across the top, project manager, OBS, if you want to constrain it by hierarchy or stage, or pick a specific project. You really have the ability to do those things. There's a lot of measures out there, so you can restrict it and say maybe you're only using 3 or 4 of them, and so you can pick the ones that you want to show, and that filtering will change the view that you're looking at. So here we pick baseline and budget variance, and that'll change that. We'll go back to all. On the left you have an overarching score. Each metric is scored from 0 to 5, and we have highlighted those in red, yellow, and green. We give you an overarching for your PMs, what's their overall score, and then we can drill into the little details to say, well, here are the specific metrics, the score on the metrics, and then how many PMs are above and below, giving you a perspective of where does that fit in. We have some charts available, so you can look at this chart here by project manager, or maybe you want to look at it by OBS, and we see here the different groups, marketing, business technology, etc. So the chart will change. As we look below, that also changes, and we can see what projects are affected. The overarching score is a summary of all the projects, and then the individual scores for that project on all of the metrics. As we shift gears to the resource view, it's a very similar view. Across the top, we have the filters change slightly because now it's resource centric. So we focus on the resource manager and or individual resources, and you can see you can select multiples if that makes sense. Then the same MO, 0 to 5 is the scoring mechanism. And then based on that, we have the metrics for resource managers, and then how many are above and below to give you a perspective. Data quality looks really good here. Allocation, not so much. And then on the right, the same concept of the chart, being able to hover over, click in, and see details, as well as pivot the chart by OBS level as we saw previously. We see here for Ian Adams that he manages several folks, and we can see the individual scores for those folks. And this is all these scores that we're looking at here for both project and resource are focused on the most recent score. So when we look at the trending for the projects, we see on a monthly basis what's going on. I have 3 months here. You can drill up if you have more data, so we could have quarterly or annual views if the more data that you have. You can see by the project manager what projects they're working on and what are the scores details for the specific projects. Have a similar trend for resourcing. But now instead of seeing project managers, we see resource managers and the resources below. Same concept as we saw in the project trend. And then we also have the concept of more detail, so we can take these and instead of seeing them in a graph all together, we can take the metrics, and in this case we're looking at the project detail, each individual metric, each dot is worth for the specific month. And so you can see them in this level, if that makes sense. Very similar for the resources as well. Hopefully that was helpful, and we look forward to seeing you at another presentation.